Hey, this is Katie with tips to help you sell more. Now, last week we talked about generating ideas around a product or service. This week we're going to talk about actually sourcing them. So you've got lots of different options, kind of divided them into two different categories, one of which is do it yourself, of course, and then we also have working with a partner and steps to actually get there and execute. So now, as far as DIY, first step is going to be sourcing your materials. Where are you going to get them from? Whether it's a craft store, flea market, estate sale, what does that look like? How much time does it take? How much does it cost? Consider those factors. Then, shipping. Are you going to be doing it yourself? You definitely want to consider branding, what your packaging looks like, the actual label, and then also if you're going to be hiring someone, how much does it cost? What does it look like? How frequently are you going to be working with them on a weekly basis? And how are you going to ramp as well? So definitely take a look at that. Then time spent. This is actually a step that people skip a lot because time is money, it's kind of important. So how much time is it going to take you to source your products, package your products, and actually make them as well if you're doing it yourself? What does that actually look like? Then inventory. Where are you storing all of this stuff, whether it's your actual materials or your actual product? So this was me when I started in milk crate. All well and good. You can use your coffee table, your closet, whatever, but eventually maybe you want to work up to an actual rental space. And depending on your product or service, maybe that's where you start. Now, how much does that cost? What does that look like? Then last step, often skipped or worked up to over time, communication. Once you kind of have an understanding of what all this stuff looked like and how much it's going to cost and take as far as shipping, how much time it's going to take, you want to actually communicate that on your website, through your email, as well as your product descriptions, policies, all of that good stuff so people have the proper expectations and you're satisfying them up front, making sure they're very crystal clear. Then working with a partner. You've got a lot of different options here. Manufacturer, wholesale, dropship, maybe some other crazy things that people have come up with over time. These are the main ones. Now, first step here is going to be finding some options, right? Do some research, do a Google query, just come up with some ideas. These can look a little bit more informal than maybe what you're traditionally used to. Could be just tapping into a friend who has a really great gift and you want to bring their product or service to light online and partner up with them. Or it could be an existing business. How much does this cost? What does it look like as well? Or maybe you do something a little bit more formal. You actually tap into an existing business that does this for a living. This is what they do. Now, if you are tapping into someone, get their references. What does it look like? Check into the Better Business Bureau. Unfortunately, there are some people out there that will try and take you for a ride, so make sure they're legitimate, check them out, see what people have to say, and what they like about them as well. Then, weigh your options, of course. Once you have all these great options, you've checked their references, they're legitimate, talk to them, ask those questions. What does it look like for your business? What does contract look like? Timelines, products, all of that good stuff. Lots more detail on the blog post as well if you want some more. Definitely check it out. Then, big step that's skipped a lot, and I love this step, asking for that sample product. What does it look like? Let me touch it, let me hold it, let me test it out. Whether you're actually a manufacturer or working with a manufacturer, wholesaler, dropshipper, ask them for something. Most of them should provide something for you. Some of them do charge. I like to negotiate a little bit, that's just me, to get it for free, but sometimes they do charge. It's up to you entirely. Then, go. You can always change your mind later on, you can change your structure. Maybe you start DIY and move to a manufacturer. Everybody's different, but some really good options to get you started, nice steps. So thank you so much. Tune in next week for more tips to help you sell more online. Thanks.